Hi, I'm Angela Watson, and I teach psychology in the Behavioral Sciences Department at Oral Roberts University.
How should students prepare for research in the Behavioral Sciences Department?
I'm always amazed that students often come to university without good research skills to begin with. So I noticed in my teaching when I would ask them to do a research assignment, many students would struggle to find quality sources of information. So I began to work closely with the library to create LibGuides for each one of my classes that required a research project, because those skills are portable yet can be tailored specifically to an individual assignment. I needed students to know that they couldn't just go to Google and type in their topic and then use the first few hits that they got. When they try to cite a website, it's very rare that it's going to be an appropriate academic source for a research paper. So I ask them to learn to find, using the databases, academic, peer-reviewed, scholarly articles, preferably from within the last 5 years.
What tools does the library provide for researchers?
Well, I would say the number one tool would be the librarian, frankly, because a librarian has an advanced degree in information literacy and is able to help students find the information that they need. Primarily, we use databases in behavioral science research, and the librarians can help students locate the appropriate databases that will yield the results that will save them time and get them the most high quality information.
What role does research play in becoming a professional in the behavioral sciences?
I guess it's important to me that students understand that as scientist practitioners, we need to make certain that our practice in the future is based on quality scientific research. The fact that they are working with individuals doesn't mean that they don't need to do the proper research and make certain that they are working from the most recent, best information. It means that it's more important, because people are important and they deserve evidence-based practice that is founded upon a really clear understanding of what we already know works and doesn't work, to be able to provide them with the best possible care.
How should students begin their research?
I would ask the student first to identify the topic. And once they have identified that topic, they need to be able to use search terms to be able to narrow that search. Sometimes somebody will be interested in studying depression. If you type depression into a search window, there is a myriad of sources that then have to be waded through. So if you can choose the right places to look, and if you can choose the right search terms, you will get enough information to be able to choose the best sources, but not so much information that you're overwhelmed and end up spending hours and hours combing through everything that's available, trying to find what you need for your project.
How important is it for students to utilize the resources provided by the library?
I think it's really important that students recognize that as they pay their tuition dollars, they've also paid for library services. So it makes no sense to me why a student wouldn't take advantage of the databases that are already ensuring that the resources they find will be quality academic sources that are appropriate for their reference section. I don't understand why a student wouldn't ask a librarian for help if they're stuck and they're having trouble finding what they need. A librarian is much better equipped than I am to be able to help them find the information that's out there. I can talk with them about their topic and about research questions that are appropriate, but in psychology, the lines of inquiry are so vast that I can't possibly hold in my head all of the available information. A librarian's special skill set is to help students filter through everything that's out there to zero in on exactly what they need in a timely manner.
What is your recommendation for the best study environment?
In my opinion, the best place to conduct research is in the library itself. The reason for this is not only that it's a convenient space that's quiet to be able to do your work, but the librarians are right on hand. I can't tell you how many times I've had students set up appointments with me, come to my office and tell me they're having trouble locating information. And I wonder how many hours have been lost when they went to another location to try to find sources, when they were unsuccessful in locating what they needed, when they scheduled time to sit down with me to tell me about their problem, only for me to direct them right back to the library. If they had been studying there in the first place and realized they were stuck, all they would have had to do would be stand up, walk over to the desk and ask someone, "I'm a little bit stuck, could you help me?" And so quickly, that problem is able to be solved. And students are busy. I don't see that anybody has time to waste.
What is required to be successful in the behavioral sciences?
I guess I really would want to stress to all of my students that if they want to be effective in the field and truly be helpful for the clients that they will be serving, then they must adopt the scientist practitioner model and recognize that in order to provide the best care, they need to know what is the most recent research, what do we already know, and this needs to be cutting edge. If we're working from assumptions based on articles that were published 10, 15, 20 years ago, there's a very good chance we're shortchanging our clients because we are not bringing to them the most recent and best research to help us to help them.